Welcome to this Wetfish Films production, The Wrecks of Old Town Harbour, Playa Chica, Lanzarote. I'm Tony Howells and we are diving these wrecks on the outer wall of the old harbour. Apparently they are old fishing vessels. They were sunk in the local bay when Spain joined the EU, and these wrecks could not be adapted to meet new EU regulations. We entered the water from a small boat trip across the bay. Neither the location nor the boat trip give anything away about the dive or the wrecks. You can see over my right shoulder we are close to the modern concrete harbour wall, sitting atop the natural outcrop which indeed was the original fishing harbour of the port. Quick check and exchange of signals between myself and my buddy Les Riggs, and we're okay and ready for the adventure. Just off in front, more of our group. We are trying hard not to get in each other's way, giving the best opportunity for each to see the life that's on offer and have as much fun as we can in the ocean. In the water, as you can see, it is clear. It's 19 degrees C, all a bonus for a February dive for UK divers in such a great location as Lanzarote. The camera gives a great and interesting perspective. Les is about 3 metres away and the forward dive group about 10, so visibility is excellent at plus 10 metres. We are all diving on air. Most are using 12-litre cylinders. Les, with a 15, his usual diving tank. All using modern dive computers, generally of different makes and types, but all offer similar dive profiles and bottom times. Inevitably, as we descend, there is a bit of adjustment. Our buoyancy changes as our suits crush and lose their buoyancy under the pressure at depth. Mask and ear clearing are essentials, given with the pressure changes, but nothing that we are not used to in our training. You will notice that the camera providing a small curved line that seems to bounce around. Insta say this is lens refraction due to the sun. I am not wholly convinced, as it shows on the knitting line. That's where the two lenses are knit together by a bit of AI. My opinion is the software just can't cope, but that's little to be worried about on this dive, believe me. Here, some of the superstructure from the first wreck. It's hard to identify quite what it is, but I'd guess it's some sort of cabin, used for what again, we have no clue. The doorway open, but the door is long gone. As you can see, every surface is covered with growth of some kind. Food and homes for those living here. This looks like the bow of the wreck as I reach over and use my pull and finning to pull me forward. Looking below me, I can see the curve of the vessel dropping away into deeper water. We glide above the second wreck. Small fish now pop into view. Where there are small fish, there are often larger predators, taking advantage of their numbers. We at this point can only hope. My computer bleeps as I move deeper and across the 30-metre threshold, as a reminder to myself and a safety setting. And there they are, barracuda, their shape unmistakable in this part of the Atlantic Ocean. Clearly they are doing well and looking very healthy. A major predator tells you the ecosystem is in balance. If they are missing or removed by humans, it's not great for the health of the locality. Diseased and old fish remain. Les is looking at me and I see 2 more barracuda. Saying to him in a signal, there are 2 more. He quickly spots them and turns his camera up to film the scene. We're at around 30 metres and I check my computer time. It's now running down to the no decompression limit. My audio signal gets his attention and he gives me the OK. The bow of the wreck, sadly no identification, so I can't share its name or history. We are in constant hand signal communication. I spot again more barracuda and signal our general direction. You can't see it, but there are divers from our party off in the very distance. You will notice me grab my life jacket mouthpiece and dump air. I am now positively buoyant. As we are coming up from 30 metres to 25 metres, we need to keep our balance at all times. I spot a very large anemone and signal to Les for him to notice. Sadly, it was caught just in the knitting joint of the camera. I am still learning. Les comes closer to take a close-up view, and I take advantage of his lights. It's a huge example of Telecomates crinoids. It is the first and only example I've ever seen in all the 45 years I've been diving. We are now trimming out to extend our bottom time by going shallower. A dive computer check and letting more air out to stay neutrally buoyant and in balance. This is critical towards the end of a dive to not succumb to the bends and decompression sickness. Shallower as we are now, we start to see soft corals and more plants, as the light has greater penetration at this depth all year round. We're now at around 15 metres. I am now about to change cameras and use my GoPro with lights. You may notice a difference. It gives me more options. We are now at around 10 metres, lots more fish, and the colour red becomes more prominent in the natural light. A huge shoal of annular sea bream adds a spectacular experience to the dive. We are so lucky today. They are majestic and are not spooked by our presence. Note the concrete seawall of the modern harbour. A major predator hiding in plain sight. the weaver fish. This normally hides in the sand, but not today. Its lightning reactions, if you're a small fish, make sure you're gobbled up in a split second. I've ventured inside its comfort zone, and it takes off to safety. Both their markings are clear and beautiful. The second fish has a small injury on its head, maybe a fight with a larger weaver or other predator. The final wreck, an upturned hull in very shallow water on the edge of the modern harbour. We are heading along the port side and towards the bow. Now passing the plimsoll line, originally a maximum load indicator. You can see its old step-riveted design, possibly pre-Second World War ship. In its day, it was state-of-the-art technology, now home to many different species of small fish. Today, the wreck is a reef in the making. Why don't we send more old ships to the bottom? Ensure they're clean of toxic waste and materials. And there you have it, homes for a wide variety of species and ultimately food for human beings if we think about it logically. My audible signal, look at me, followed by a hand signal along the wreck and up to the surface to conduct our safety stops towards the end of our dive. The deck, superstructure and many fittings long gone. been lots to see, but the end of our dive time has come. It's time to go back to the air world we live in. Thank you for taking your time to see this Wetfish Films production. Edited and narrated by me, Tony Howells, with special thanks to my buddy Les Roos, Safari Divers of Lanzarote, Sue Mitchell, the dive organiser, all without which none of this would have been possible. Special thanks to Dan Hennig and Asher Fullero for their music.